So I don't really love to cook as the primary cook in this family. However, what I do like is to jazz up the meals when I do cook, right? I'm looking for spices, seasonings, dry rubs, and I found a good place. It is Artisan Dry Goods made by beautiful Briny C. So a little bit of everything to spice up, jazz up your meal. It is a local store right here in Atlanta, but ready to ship out to you all over the world.
Absolutely, and they're legit. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Forbes, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and Oprah's magazine. And you know Oprah only gonna promote the good stuff. All right, so check them out. Instagram, beautiful Briny C. Make your kitchen better. All right, I'm talking about real good ingredients, urban gardens, local farms. So it's good for your taste buds, good for your body. Check them out, and let's get to the episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Sum It Up with the Summoners. I am Katoya, and
Damon.
you know who you're rocking with. You clicked on the picture, and it's us. Exciting. Yes, it is. So, we're so glad to have y'all again today, rocking with us for episode number
44?
44. And a little caveat to last week, I was off. I didn't understand what Damon was saying, but yes, no, the 44 is the right number. We are approaching a year, which is wild. Yes, I am holding a sign language W to show you my wild feeling. Yeah. Yeah. And if you listen to one, we appreciate you. If you listen to all, we appreciate you. So we want to always say thank you for rocking with us, because if you didn't, then this would be a little pointless. But we enjoy talking, and so I guess maybe we would just continue to have these conversations by ourselves.
Ain't mad at it.
But it's nice to get to have them with you all, so thank you so much. And as always, if you're not rocking with us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. All of those places are where we connect with you on Facebook, become a Patreon, all of that. But we do want to highlight a review, because that is your words to us, and we love that. So, Damon, what's our review?
Absolutely. Let's get into it here. This one comes from T. Gwen, I believe that is. 5 stars. 5 stars only is what we recommend, what we expect, because we try to give you guys greatness. Awesome. Title says, let's be honest. If you know Damon and Katoya at all, you want to know them more, and this is a practical look into their life and a way to grow your own marriage and parenting to look more like theirs. Awesome people and awesome podcast. Appreciate you. T. Gwen?
That's a Tanner Ginther.
Oh, is that right?
I just made that up.
Oh.
But that makes sense to me. He would say something like that. T. Gwen. I was like, who is that? I'm always trying to think. Now, we don't know everyone in these people.
We definitely
but
don't.
I do try to think about who in our network is that.
Who we might know.
But that's really sweet. You know, that's really high expectations. And, yeah, we just try to be us. So
we do.
There's no perfection here. Just
None.
know that.
Zero.
But it is 2 people trying.
That's what we are doing. That's what you're going to get here.
Yeah.
Listen, we're excited for this episode, as we always are excited about. Today we're talking about best advice from couples. 4 couples. We scoured the internet for days and days and days. And we wanted to see, man, what is the world saying about advice?
Whether you've been off his tongue so easily, it makes me concerned.
Listen, I'm just here to give you guys information. Whether you've been together for 55 years, whether it's going on to 2 months, whatever the case may be, whether you're considering getting married here, either way, advice is something that everyone we've given in our time, we've also received. We've given,
whether you wanted to receive it or not, or
yes.
if somebody asked you to give it.
And all that advice is not great advice.
It's not.
Let that be known.
And it just, there is the truth. Like, even us, essentially we share a lot of advice on this podcast.
Sure.
But you do you.
You
do what works for you.
Yes.
We're just saying, hey, this is what we think.
Uh-huh.
It's clearly and just straightforwardly our opinion.
Yes.
But opinions are based upon experience. So,
but everybody's experience is going to be the same.
Absolutely. And it doesn't make it right or wrong.
Come on now.
So we have a list of advice that is given, just very generic, like things, and we're gonna kind of like
Give our thoughts about it.
yeah.
Yeah. See what we think.
And we want to always know what you think.
Always want to know.
You know, if you're like, oh, that's good, or oh, that is ridiculous, share it with us. We want to know.
Please. Let's get into the first one. Let's go. Assume the best of one another. Assume the best of one another.
I wish we had yes or no signs.
Oh man, we should get that. We should get some props.
Yeah, or just like whiteboards. We're teachers. Yes, no,
we should level up our YouTube channel. Subscribe if you ain't with that here. So isn't this, correct me if I'm wrong, is this not one of the, it sounds like ANCS a little bit, right?
Yeah, so our school, the school that we formerly worked at and that our kids currently go to, has guiding principles. There are 5 guiding principles, and I believe that they are staples for life. I use them
all the time.
Every 2 weeks at least, I'm referencing them. Sure. Especially celebrate others and yourself.
That's big.
But assume the best of one another. It would kind of go with guiding principle number 5, like celebrate, you know. Okay, but essentially, yeah, I think that everyone should approach the table and assume the best.
This is a good piece of advice.
Yeah, right. Because it's when you negatively, it's kind of like someone in your immediate family who will be like, "What you doing? Nothing." Oh. And it's like, wait. Ooh. You came at me. Ooh. You asked me a question. You answered it negatively. Like you assumed that I wasn't doing nothing, but it's stuff like that all the time, right? Yes. They mean well, but it just don't come off right. And so in a relationship, it is important for you to assume the best. Damon posted a reel the other day, and it was so not bad. It was so not good. It was bad. And it was like when your husband doesn't respond to text messages quickly or something like that. And it was like banging somebody else, busy at work.
Got hit by a car. And something else. And like ignoring you.
Yeah, ignoring you. But it was like, game show style. Yeah. The girl like selected banging someone else. And that was the wrong answer. But the right answer was got hit by a car. And but she was like, oh gosh, thank you so much. Like I feel better that you were hit by a car than you were banging someone else. But like that's not assuming the best, right? Like granted, that's a reel. We're being funny, but how many times do we do that? Where it's kind of like I know you didn't pick up that trash. I know I asked you this and you didn't do that, and that's just gonna constantly make someone feel like you don't have any high hope in them at all.
Listen, I think as humans, we struggle and we lean towards the negative. Like how much more likely is it for you to write a review at a restaurant that was negative than the positive experience? Like, how many more times are you gonna potentially, for lack of better terms, like gossip or share information that's a little more juicy because it's like, ooh, here's a little drama instead of something that's positive? Like, we just naturally, as human beings, right? We just lean that way, and so assuming the best, that takes work, and that's something that I feel like we do well. I feel like something we can always keep growing. It's not that you're gonna hit a level, but like that's something that. Yeah, that's quality advice that you want to strive for, that we're trying to strive for. Is like, because it's little things like from a text that got responded to late, or I saw something on Twitter the other day. It was this woman, she tweeted, she's like, are y'all really, she said allowing, which already turned off a lot of people, right? But are y'all really allowing your man to go on guy trips, right? And so that could be a whole nother bonus episode to unpack all those different variants in that thing there. But that is the tension. And don't get me wrong. People have had
the guys that he hangs out with could be trash.
Could be.
So that sets up her perception of the idea of it.
There are a variety of factors to give truth to that, and there are a variety of factors to dismantle that on both sides of that. Because then you can flip it. Like, are y'all really letting your lady go out on girl trips? Like, it's a lose-lose. So if you feel like you got somebody who you say I want to be with you for the rest of your life, there's got to be a level of trust, commitment, expectations, communication, and assuming the best in one another. 100%. So this is a good piece of advice.
Yep.
Is it easy? Not necessarily all the time, but over time of sharing and being honest and living a life together, hopefully that's a piece of advice that works for you.
Keeping it or throwing
Keep that thing.
Keep it.
We should keep it a little.
I know, right?
We should make some segments.
Beep, beep.
That's good. What's next?
Anyway. Let's not do that. That's a good one. Let's see. Honor your relationship sense of we.
Honor your relationship sense of we.
Yeah, the we, the us, the correct pronouns.
Come on.
You all.
Big fan. Keep it. This is big. I am a big fan of the we, of the us, I'm just all in on the unison.
He be doing it a little bit too much.
Excuse me?
The we and the us. You
Give
be
us
like,
an example.
well, we did not communicate effectively. I'm like, I'm having this argument. What are you talking about? It's not a we thing.
It's always a we
You
thing.
did not talk to me.
It's always a we
well,
thing.
we could have done a better job. It is the most underhanded, like, try to throw me back under the bus if he feel like I'm throwing him
Nobody's
under
the bus. Zero people. We're both driving the bus. Cool. I wish I had 2 or 3 with me today. I wish I had 2 or 3. We're both driving the bus.
Well, that's the problem. There's only one bus driver. Okay, it's
There's
not
only one steering
It's
wheel.
not really good. Okay, we're not both driving. Okay, sometimes somebody's in the seat and somebody's driving. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, it's like we're both in the car. All
Uh-huh.
right, and he's like, "Well, we did not make a right turn," and I'm like, but you the driver."
No.
That's how it goes. No, it's
No.
fine. And it's not bad. And I often roll my eyes at it because I'm just like, whatever. Stop trying to, like, he just tries to take such a high road in arguments. It is so annoying. But whatever. I'm ready because I am ready. I'm always trying to
She
be
stayed ready.
for an argument. Like, I don't like to argue, but
No,
I'm
she
saying
does
when
not.
it's time,
When she's ready,
like, I'm finna give it my all.
She's ready.
If we're going to have some riff, we might as well riff
just
well.
a tangent. I feel like we have leveled up our spats. It's been a good time.
Like in a good
When you leave a spat, you're like, yeah, that was good. Like that was just, we both gave our best. Like a tough, like a Steph versus LeBron, just battle for battle.
You ready?
Because you just don't want to go out here and just stomp on people.
Is you ready?
It gets boring.
Are you ready? It's a Migos
If you
song.
keep, is it? Yeah, we don't know Migos. If you get in a relationship, it's just a tangent, and you always winning, and you always just destroying them. That's not fun.
That's no fun.
That's
it
no
really
fun.
Isn't. It really isn't. You know, it doesn't really matter how much effort he gives.
It
I
doesn't.
still feel like I came out.
I feel like
as a
I come
winner.
out every battle victorious.
Anyway. But the sense of we is
We.
important.
Absolutely.
And I do agree with that. You know, we do this, we do that. Like, even as parents, right? We, mom and dad, you know, the kids are like, are you finna go talk to your wife? Did you call your husband? They're just kind of like, oh, it's just a you two thing.
Y'all gonna make a decision together? Yeah.
Are y'all giving each other a hug and I'm coming? You know, but it's like,
Yeah,
no,
we
this
are.
is we. This is
us.
us. We have to protect our time. We have to do this together. We make decisions. And, you know, we are a team. So,
Hey.
and I think that goes a long way in any relationship.
If you're talking specifically marriage, we becoming one. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. We talked about it, but who was that?
Spice Girls.
Okay, I thought I was all the way wrong. I didn't know they had ballads. They got ballads like that.
That's
They got
Spice
ballads
Girls,
like that.
World Tour or something.
Okay,
That was
Spice.
a good one.
Okay, Spice.
I'm going to play that one.
You play that later. Play that on the outro. But yes, we're a fan of this. This is another one to keep. Throw it up there. Keep it.
Yeah, keep it.
Keep that one.
Yeah, it's important.
Let's keep going. Next one up. Before you have kids, get a pet. Before you have kids, get a pet.
It's not bad advice.
Leave it. This is apples
They are
and
not
oranges.
the same.
They're apples and oranges.
Because
So
you can leave your dog at the house.
listen. I'm not gonna get into my whole little
You can
soapbox.
cage your animal.
I'm not gonna get to the whole soapbox. They're just totally different. So like if somebody told you this
You
advice,
throw it food in a pot.
if somebody told you this advice, do not take it because they are literally apples. They're like apples to orangutans. They are totally 2 different species.
Orangutan?
I want to be that drastic. Apples a fruit
No.
and an animal. That's how drastic they are.
That's not.
That's how drastic they are. I want to be very clear. So if somebody gave you that advice, that's not true. If you got a puppy for 2 years and you're thinking about getting pregnant for the first time, they're not the same. They're very different. And having a puppy, I've heard, is very difficult. I've never had a puppy, but I've heard it's challenging. But it is not the same to having an infant come out of your body if you're a woman and then keeping that infant alive. So that's all I'm going to say on that.
Yes, I agree with that. I do understand why someone would say it because I do understand there's an element of you caring for
Sure.
something.
Uh-huh.
And there's an element of like, you know, nurture and taking care and having love and compassion. You could do that with a plant.
Get
No,
a
just
plant.
saying.
No, that's good. I set that in my head. If you have a puppy, if you're like before you have a puppy, get a plant. Like that's how I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, I like that too. But all my plants done died. So
Yeah.
I'm all in the wrong order.
Yeah, we're not.
We had kids. They still alive.
They're
Lord,
alive.
Thank you,
Thank
thank you,
Thankful.
Lord. And then All the plants done died.
All
and
the
we
fish are
had,
dead.
and my one dog died. So it's just not good out here.
Next.
Y'all pray for my children. See, that's why it doesn't really work. That's what I am saying. But at the same time, I do understand how it can be helpful. So whatever, to each his own if you think so. But it's not the same as having children. And I don't really appreciate the comparison oftentimes. Because it's just not the same.
I will call you out.
Like the fact that
I will call you out.
dogs run up to you and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so good. And I'm like, this is not okay. I may not like dogs. Oh, he's harmless.
Hey, get back.
That if my little random 2-year-old walked up to you like that and had a biting problem, you'd be like, get your kid, man. You know, whatever. Anyway.
No, we'll stay right here for a moment. I was on the web. We got Time Side Podcast here. I was watching a video last night, and it was this two strangers walking on the street, and one had like a little small medium dog, and one had like a large dog. And the large dog was like, I'm chilling. And the small medium dog tries to go after this big dog.
They do that so often.
And it was just like another woman was trying to hold back her dog and all this. Listen, if you got dogs specifically, because those are the ones you really walk and bring to the parks. If you got dog, everyone don't like your dog. Not in a disrespectful manner, but like if somebody's like apprehensive or anxious about, just make sure you get your dog back, boo. You brought up the biting with Tyler. That's actually a really good analogy. Because you couldn't really make that statement versus you listen. It won't listen. This Tyler will bite you. Okay, she will pull your hair. She will kick your shin. Okay, so that's
cry, scream, take a baby. But you know the advice said get a pet. Let's just be really careful. If you get a cat, it has nothing to do with the kid. Dogs. They require a little bit more, but cats are the most selfish things I have ever encountered. So that wouldn't be good.
I don't have any good memories about being around cats, and that's just me specifically.
If you guys love pets, please don't not follow us. We still love you.
We won't house it.
We tried that once before too. It was a fail.
Did not go well. We will.
Sammy's gonna have to share that on a bonus episode.
Die in our care. That'll happen.
Although I am considering getting a dog. For the sake of my children.
Honor the sense of we. Listen.
No, Damon said that if we came with a good enough argument, like all four of us, that he may possibly consider it. I think it would be a good thing.
We'll see. Listen,
but listen, that came after 3 children and 5 failed plans and 1 dead dog. Right? It's been a journey to get here.
It's been a journey to get here. It's been a journey.
All right,
y'all pray for that dog.
We're gonna pause here and take a moment for our sponsors. Please go hit them up because they're phenomenal and we love every last product. I promise.
What's going on, good people? Before we get back to our episode, we want to shout out one of our sponsors, Unbox Boredom. That's right. Unbox Boredom is a fun subscription board game service that delivers board games directly to your door for you to keep.
Yeah, and it's for all type of gamers, right? So, and bringing us back to the classic, unplugging from the screens, and good old board games, right? And from many different options, from strategy to family and even party games. And unlike many subscriptions, Unbox Boredom allows you to change your subscription. You can go from monthly to bi-monthly and even quarterly. And for every 10 subscriptions, Unbox Boredom will donate one to a family who can't afford one.
Absolutely. And we got a special promo code right now that can give you free shipping on your first box, and it's called Sum It Up. That's right. Sum It Up will get you free shipping on your first box. So check them out online. You can check them out at unboxboredom.com, or also you can check them out on Instagram, unboxboredom.
Virtual wine tastings? Sign us up. And we did with Couch and Cork, and it was such a good time. We got the wine. They did the rest. We had our friends, and we're still talking about this time many days later.
Absolutely. It's a highly personalized, fun, full-service, inclusive experience. It's not just for the ladies, fellas. I'm talking about it's for everybody, your friends, your family, your colleagues, whoever. On top of that, we got a special promo code right now, Sumnus15. Not just for 10, but for 15% off. That's right, Sumnus15. 15% off. Check them out on the gram, Couch and Cork, or couchandcork.com for an in-home wine tasting experience. You won't regret it.
All right, so next up we have advice coming up is argue to resolve rather than to win.
Argue to resolve rather than to win.
So we just talked about this.
We just talked about this.
We were talking about winning.
We were talking about winning.
Because all I do is Win, no matter what. Ooh. Okay, anyway. No,
This is key. This
is important.
This is a keep.
Does the first round happen that way?
Not all the time.
Maybe not.
Not all the time.
But then we come back around. All right, this is awkward. I tried to win.
My bad.
I threw you into the
I said,
to the ropes. You bounced back.
Came back. I hit you
right. Boom! I threw you down.
1, 2. Oh,
then you came back up on 2.
You know.
Yeah, it went like that. It was a wrestling match. Okay, and in my opinion, I won. Or at least it was a fair fight. It was a good fight.
Yes.
Maybe I knocked out your tooth.
Maybe. Just on the side. You can't see it when I smile.
You got a busted lip and a black eye. But now we have to come back because I do actually care, and I need to love you, so we need to resolve it. So it may not always be seamless like that, but it should be the goal. It depends on the day, right? The mood, the topic, the info, if it's this easy or not. But is it advice to keep? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Winning arguments. I saw somebody else say that winning arguments is a false win. Because essentially, if we're going back to the we, really, if there's still tension, if there's still conflict, then let me say that, the we didn't really win. You probably can go home or sleep well that night.
I like that.
But the house ain't great. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just like last week's episode where we talked about
agree to disagree.
Like it's gonna come back around.
It's gonna come back around.
You might have won because you think that you shut them down. Yeah. But it's not resolved. So it's just gonna creep back up. No matter when. It might take weeks, months, years, but it's gonna come back around.
And if you're a little bit like us, when there's unresolved tension, there's just a fog, right? Yeah. There's just a fog. Like even if let's say we fight at night, right? There's fog in that morning when we wake up. If we fight before we separate and we leave the house, we can go live and be jolly with our coworkers, pick up the kids. When we come back in that house, and I'm gonna speak for myself as a dweller, because she probably could have fully shook it. But when we come back into the house, there's still some type of residue from that unresolved tension. Yeah. Right? So when you're trying to when you're in the spats, fight to, I like that word fight, fight for that resolution instead of just the victory.
Yeah, I was just thinking about being a shaker because I only shake in the effort to resolve. I don't shake from the effort of
that's true.
Mental.
That is true.
Weight.
Yes. And she shakes with intentionality to resolve.
I do. I'm okay, that was wrong. Can we? You good? Can we move on? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Can we? Okay,
that's true.
We're good. All right. We on the same page now? Good. Now I can move forward.
Right.
But if it is unresolved, I am not shaking. I am dwelling in unresolved.
That's a good
tension.
thought. We've got to update our I'm a mentor about that.
Yeah. I feel like I've been dwelling a lot in things these days.
Haven't we all? Next up. Curiosity. I like this one here. I heard this. Curiosity saves couples.
What?
Curiosity saves couples. That's what it means. Fight the mundane.
Oh, okay. That's one way to take it.
Fight the monotony. You didn't take it as that? Oh, okay. You can take it another way too. But no, fight that, right? Listen. I've said it before.
Try new things. Be curious about trying something different.
And this ain't even if you got the marriage title. If you're with a person for a year, come on now. It can get.
Oh yeah, no
routine.
matter what time.
It don't matter.
If y'all just watching Netflix and chilling all the time.
It's like, babe, you want to do something else? Nah, I just want to.
Oh man, don't say it. I actually was so in my feelings the other day, and Dave's like, "Katoya, we don't have to do something amazing." I was like, "But we need to do something amazing. I don't want another date night that's not exciting." But then I was like, "We also don't want to go to the opera. We're not." We're not just gonna try new things that we're 100% really not interested in, right? So it's like, what are the new interests? Let's be curious about. Yeah. Oh, there's this. Yeah. Just trying to be more open. The same thing I try to expand my children's taste. Their palates and trying new foods. And they're I'm you love her today, but you didn't always know you love her. And that we try to Asian fusion taquiera yesterday. Yeah. They were like, oh. What's this? And I was like, you don't even know.
Don't even know.
We tried today. You don't love it. We move on. You better be glad I'm taking you to a nice restaurant.
How about that?
I could take you somewhere that's low class, but I'm trying to upscale your taste buds. Make sure you eating greens and stuff. Come on. Anyway, same thing in your relationship. Spice it up. Keep it curious. Sure. And take that every way you want to. Whatever curiosity means to you, but be curious together.
That's important. And also, I feel like the last we're trying to find new rhythms in the midst of 2021 and still in the midst of surviving a pandemic of date nights, dates, just dates in general. You gotta say nights, dates in general. Which, side note, bonus tip right there. Just one way to change a little bit of that is just change the hour of the day. That automatically is going to open up, right? That's already going to change a little bit. But our last one that we were curious about was the scooters for the first time.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Right? We were on the Beltline, had never done the scooters.
Yeah, we went so far they stopped. We didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, we had to walk back about a half a mile.
I'm like, where was the manual that said don't go out of this?
Don't leave this area.
But no, that was fun. And then now it's like, oh, that'd be really cool as a family. Like
fight for that curiosity.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What else?
All right, next up we have the quality, not quantity, of your sex life is what counts. I agree with that.
Yes, I agree with that.
Are you sure
Why you say it like that?
Because they'd be like, it's been this old countdown.
First off,
here.
hold on.
Damon does a countdown. He'd be like, it's been this long. I've been keeping track. It's only been this. This man don't even do math, y'all. And he's straight trying to keep track of sex. So I'm like, was it good? Okay. That's what mattered.
Oh, you finished?
I'm done. You got something else to say?
Number one.
Okay, what you got?
We've talked so little about sex on this podcast. I'm not just gonna let you just paint me in a poorly painted brush.
That wasn't poorly.
Picture. It was poorly done.
It's not
Your
poor.
brush is broken.
What I just said was that you
trash.
like to have sex
Throw
a
the
lot.
canvas away.
I said you like
Throw
to have
the canvas away. Number one. If you're
I
still
like
listening. If you're still listening. Number two, I agree with this advice. Keep it. Okay. Now there are parameters to this here, but I think yeah, sure. If the quality's great, but it is on a
once every month.
Once every 2 months, then now you got to throw that out the window.
I think that's not great.
There, but I would definitely agree.
I mean, if it's good, it should be happening.
Yeah, that's true. We eat foods we like. We watch shows we like. Why?
Unless
because
it's not
good
for you, but I just don't know how this is not good for you. Like,
listen to me.
Because I eat a lot of bad food that's good.
I'm going to talk to the fellas for 30 seconds
Oh.
here. Okay? Because this is really a stand-up, and I can't give you all my goods here in this podcast. One bonus. I'm throwing out a couple bonus tips. If we want the quantity to increase, we got to make sure we're putting in the effort to make sure the quality's there. Listen, I ain't got enough time. I ain't an expert. I'm just saying.
I don't know who's gonna deny quality. Okay. Everybody's trying to get theirs, but also try to serve well, right? It's a partnership.
Keep it. That's what we say. Keep it. Next up, we got a few more here. This was keep your spouse's secrets no matter how small. So we posted a reel the other day on our IG. Keep your spouse's secrets no matter how small. So the essentially what it was like, hey, if you tell me, it was this woman at the front of the camera, if you tell me some gossip, right, something secret, then she kind of walks away, and it plays off the fact that her husband was following her.
Know that you're telling him.
Know that you also telling my boo.
Which is mostly common.
Which is mostly common. I believe we actually had a conversation a few years ago, and I'm perfectly fine with it. If you wanted to, this is how I feel. If you had somebody put their trust in you, like, hey, I want you to keep this just between me and you.
Oh yeah, somebody who says, "Don't tell Damon," right? And I'm like, oh okay, I get what you're trying.
I'm not losing any sleep. I'm gonna come and say, how was your time? Oh, it was great. Boom, boom, boom. Right? And I'm not gonna. You ain't got no tea to spill today.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Right? No.
Who you talk to today? It's not like that.
No, it's not like that.
I hate gossip anyway.
Yeah, off top, it gets messy.
I don't like gossip because I don't want to know it.
Boom.
Like I don't want to have to be responsible to be the person who's like, oh, did you say that? And act like I don't know. I hate that. That's so dumb. Oh, did he tell you that? Oh, so-and-so already told me. He told you that. I don't like that. Hey, so-and-so already told me. I already know. Like, I don't like to be the awkward person trying to... I'm like, am I supposed to tell her I know or not? Like, I don't like the game of that. Yeah. Just don't tell me.
Don't drop drama in my lap.
I'm okay.
Don't drop drama in our lap.
I don't even... Yeah. I mean, recently I just shared a couple of, like, deeper secrets for myself to some people, and I don't fully know them well enough, and I don't know if that was safe or not. And I'm feeling a little unsure about that. And I should not have said anything because then it looks like gossip, but now I look like a hypocrite, and I hate gossip.
Come on now. We don't like gossip.
I used to maybe like gossip at some point, but anyway.
Well, you said it was about yourself, so it wasn't gossip.
Well, but it was about the way I felt about someone else, so it is gossip.
I see.
Yes, anyway.
Well,
I know, it felt very high school like.
Well, I want to say here for just a second. Keep your spouse's secrets. This is important. This is a
that's
trust. This is a trust right here.
100%.
If we're talking,
listen, that was somebody else's secret. This is me and you.
This right here, this secret right here.
But I don't really know what secret you. Well, I guess it's like your feelings, your emotions. You don't go and be like, hey, my spouse best friend.
Yeah. No.
She's really upset with you. Oh. Okay, she hasn't told me.
Wait a minute.
You overstepping boundaries.
Wait a minute.
You continue to foster the boldness or the skills to like, hey, I think you should really. Why don't you give her a text? Why don't you go out and have a meeting with her? Why don't you have brunch, lunch, dinner, whatever? Like that is the role I think of your partner is to like support. You know, like moving forward.
There are going to be things about Victoria that I take to the grave.
Appreciate that.
That's how it goes.
I appreciate that.
That's how it goes.
I mean, I share a lot.
Her failures, my failures. Come on, some of that stuff going to the grave, fam. Ever.
Down, baby. Okay.
Old school Nelly out. He brought the Nelly out. That country grandma.
That was such a good
album.
album.
That a secret? Is a song about secrets?
No, but we're taking it down to the grave. I went down, baby.
Oh, no.
You know how I do it. You know
shimmy,
how I do it. Y'all
shimmy,
know how I do
butter.
it.
Listen
Shimmy,
to
shimmy,
it now.
cocoa puff, I think.
Wait, hold on. What? What you been saying?
Light it up, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa
Cocoa.
wood, or puff, or something like that.
Puff?
Yeah.
I don't think it's puff.
It ain't butter.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa butter. Listen to it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm
Oh boy, we're gonna put on next.
That song kind of like it was country grammar.
It was country
Maybe
grammar.
we were not country
It
enough
could
to know
have
the
been.
grammar.
We like shea butter. We're cocoa butter family.
Oh my goodness.
Light it up and take a puff. We know what
That's
was
why
about.
pass it to me now.
Well, when you outside smoking, you want to look good. You want to have the shimmy, right?
No.
Shimmy, like you know, you put a lot of Vaseline on as a kid. You just be all greasy.
That's
you
not
be like,
what's happening.
He really got that shimmy. He's shimmying.
Yeah, get on
He's
there.
shimmer.
Okay,
shimmer.
moving on. One more.
Shimmer. One more. Let's keep going here. A lot of good stuff on here. Here was another one here. Keep it or leave it here. Work through your money feelings. Work
I like the way you said money feelings.
Your money feelings. This is a key. And this is one that some of them are quicker than others, depending on your relationship with your SO.
That's right.
You were right?
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa wood. Listen to it pound.
Shimmy,
Light
shimmy.
it up and take a puff. Pass it to me now.
Down. We ain't got time.
All right. I just needed to clear that up.
That's gonna be with me all day.
Cocoa butter.
Listen, you don't know all the lyrics to Anyway, focus back. Work through your money feelings.
Money feelings.
This is something that can take time. This is something that can be
feelings.
That and it's money.
I mean, and you're like, oh, this is the way I feel about this way, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like it ain't got no real concrete standing because it's just kind of like your way you think. But it is important.
You gotta work through.
One of the number one.
That's crucial. Work through your money feelings. Yeah. Now, Victoria and I, we've shared before on the podcast, if you remember, we came from different kind of perspectives and family backgrounds about, you know, amount of money, lifestyle, et cetera, and kind of that, you know, shaped our perspective on money. So we had to work through over time, you know, our money feelings. And I feel like we're, your eyes don't tell me that.
We're good now.
We're good now.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all about
we're
money.
not always.
When we got money, we got money. When we don't got money, we both broke. Like it's a really.
And then we go get a good meal.
And then we get a good meal. If you do wrong right. That'll preach right there by itself. You can take if you don't hear nothing else. You don't do.
Well,
wrong,
you know
do
what?
wrong
Life
right.
is a lot. You want to eat?
Yeah,
Let's eat some. Let's treat ourselves something.
The money feelings is real though. It's really real. So just continue to have communication about it, and then also explanation and give your why. Like that just matters because money is constantly changing.
Yeah.
You know?
From maybe you have a little, now I have a lot, of what you need, what you
changing.
want. Like, yeah, you gotta reconcile the money.
Gotta reconcile.
Talk about it.
It's the top 3 reason for divorce. And so, you know, if you're in this with your SO for the long call, you want to continue to make sure that you're doing what you can as a unit, as a we, you know, just to continue to fight the things that have been the snares for so many, unfortunately. So work through those money feelings. It ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be necessarily happen overnight. But keep putting in that battle, because when you get to a good spot about money, you're in good shape.
You are.
So
that's true.
There it is.
You want to add one more? We're good.
Go ahead. You got time?
No.
Oh, I'm good.
All right. Hey, we might roll them back around.
We
because
might.
They were good. And this is advice that people think that they should give. And we are just giving our advice on top of advice. I mean, that's what a podcast is, right? We're just talking and sharing. And let us know your thoughts. Let us know
which one
resonated more or less with you. On FB, on Instagram. It's just so many ways to communicate. So please do. We just open the line.
Open line. Also, patrons, this Thursday, brand new bonus episode dropping on that. So be sure to be looking out for that. And if you're not a patron on Patreon, check us out. You're missing out on bonus episodes. Get with it. Support it.
Yeah.
We appreciate
y'all.
Just
missing out on financially supporting the summers.
We appreciate
it all.
As always, man, thank y'all so much for the support. Talk to you soon.
Bye.